Alright, welcome back everyone. I was sitting here for a few moments thinking about hydrogen. As one does, you know, typically in the morning. And I came to the conclusion that our system is good. And I think it's working. It's not pretty, and it's crazy with all these belts right here, but end of the day, it is prioritizing using hydrogen coming from the gas giant. So I think one way to think about it is whether it's hydrogen directly from the gas giant or if it's hydrogen from fire ice processing. Both are, you know, in my mind, from the gas giant. Those should be prioritized before hydrogen coming from oil refinement. And this splitter right here that I'm looking at, this is the one that determines that. So the fact that it's prioritizing this over this is good. Now this one is merging hydrogen directly from the gas giant and hydrogen from fire ice processing. This I actually think should just be like this, no priority. I don't know if that ever will come into play, but I think that's technically the correct thing. Because, you know, the fire ice over here, which, by the way, we're low on it, and we're about to go deliver some more extractors to the gas giant. But if they ever overload this, it just burns the fire ice. So I'm not too concerned about all of that. The only imperfection, or at least one imperfection of the system I know of, is I think some of the belts probably need to change and upgrade. But it's hard to tell right now since we're not getting enough from the gas giant anyway. So, all that to say, first thing I'm going to do today is go to the gas giant. How can I... Okay, I was going to say, if we can't locate our biggest, most obvious neighbor, that's a problem. Okay, so once you're here, it is a little bit confusing to find the equator. Okay, this is the equator. Can we search around using... Alright, so it's... I think this way might be faster. I'm gonna try to travel with those.
Cruise ended.
Oh.
Cruise mode. Cruise ended. Cruise
Trying to go faster.
Cruise ended. Cruise mode.
Okay, I think I see them. Yeah.
Cruise ended.
I just wanted them to be next to the other ones. Do we know the rate of this? Is this the... Maybe this is the rate. I mean, probably. So, like, 4 is about 2 per second fire ice and about 1 per second hydrogen. That's pretty slow. But we're about to go to 8. I love looking at these things. It's really cool. The little whirlpool thing they got underneath them. Okay. Alright, so maybe that'll help something. So, let's go back home.
Cruise mode.
The other thing I've been thinking about, other than hydrogen, is the dark fog. It's kind of becoming a little scary to me, especially this 74% space threat. I don't really know what to think about it. I mean, I guess... Let's look at the tech tree, because don't we need space fighters at some point? Maybe the Corvette is what I'm thinking of. The destroyer takes green, but this we could get pretty soon. What about this thing? Oh, I think... Oh, interesting. So there's a plasma turret and then a SR. Plasma turrets. Powerful high temperature plasma can melt enemies within its range. Large amounts of power. It says, this says versus space. This says ground and space. It seems important. Okay. There's just so much to do. We still have plenty of room too. I need to remind myself of that because I'm always worried like, oh, where am I going to build this? And, you know, is this the right way to do it?
Flight mode.
We have so much space. It's like, you know, just keep expanding, keep doing it. Okay, so this is good. We shut off this for now because we're trying to conserve some silicone.
Mineral depleted.
But this is going to take a while to stockpile, but that's fine. Alright, so what would help us the most? You know, we've got these particle containers. We're making... It's only one every 2 seconds. They're a prerequisite for strange matter. And if we're making these one every 2 seconds, then I guess we could make a strange matter one every 4 seconds, which seems pretty slow. I think I would rather do... Where's the particle containers? Oh, you know, particle containers have a secondary recipe. I forgot about that. You know, I wonder if we should just move it.
Flight mode.
I think we should. Keeping on the message of, like, reminding ourselves that we have plenty of space. Let's move them. But where? It's not obvious. Yeah, like, didn't we... Oh, we gotta do that with photon combiners, too. That would be a good thing to do. Because photon combiners have an alternate recipe as well. Okay, well maybe we could do here, going off to the right. We're gonna need a lot of concrete for that, though. This is the oil. Kind of in the way. I mean, we could probably replace that with logistical towers if we had to. Okay. Let's do particle containers. Both recipes. Turbine, copper, graphene, and this what is that stuff called? Bipolar something something. I think that's too many for one tower. But that's okay, because we can build a second tower and use it for this oil collection. And every time I delete those old military turrets, This is a part of me that's like wondering if I'm making a big mistake by doing that, because the missiles could help us defend against the swarm. Okay, so like, let's take a little bit of a detour to get this oil figured out. I think we'll just divert both of these two belts into, although let's make it close to this, like that. Yeah, because it's going to serve two purposes. It's also going to deliver this stuff. It's going to supply crude oil. Okay. Crude oil going in there. I'd like it to be lower. We can like bring it down. Maybe like that. Okay. Okay. So because of the way these towers are set up, we'll do the alternate recipe on the bottom side. This is particle containers. They're made in assemblers. Now before, we had 2 making them.
Insufficient materials.
And I want to go up to at least 4. I wonder if we're out of range of our logistics bots currently. Oh, we have graphene here, so we'll grab some of that. Alright. So up here, we'll do, I think, 4 of them. And then
replication
we're down
complete.
here as well. It's weird that we can't get these closer, you know? But it's just the way the shape of the globe works out. Okay, so this is the traditional recipe. This is going to be the alternate. Okay. To 1, yeah. So we'll have this being copper, this being the rare earth, and that being the output. So this will be the, well, let's just find out the name of it. I keep not knowing the name. Unipolar. Cool, okay. Unipolar magnet. And the copper, we gotta figure out how that's gonna combine, because we want it to go into both. This is the output. And then this is going to be copper. So that should work. We could do like this. I think. Does this work? Let's see what I'm trying to imagine here. And then this hops over. Sure. Copper could come out like this. Cool. Okay, so outputs, inputs. All right. Let's do a substation. Now the only other thing for this guy is graphene and turbines. They're both 2 each, so it doesn't really matter where they come from. So we'll do the turbines first. And then, wait, I did graphene first. And then turbines here. Prioritizing the bipolar magnet methodology, and then getting a box collection. Okay, let's go delete the other one. Move it over here. Wait, lost. Okay, here we go. Alright, let's figure out how to simplify this. Don't need that, don't need that. Need this stuff. This whole tower could probably be removed, it looks like. We're gonna have a ton of extra of these things, but that's okay. Get rid of the splitter on the, what is this, graphene? Okay, I gotta remember to come back and delete that tower. But I'm full on inventory space for now, so I gotta deliver this stuff over here. Alright. What? Oh, whoa, what is this? Oh, this is the old crude oil that we can now delete. Okay, that's nice to get rid of that. Saves some space. However, do we have a tower that's remotely delivering crude oil? I don't think we do actually, but we need one. And I think it can be right here. It's like pretty much already set up for us. Probably worth doing a green. Or is it? Is the oil ever... Huh. The oil is always only a yellow. Is that right? Yeah, I guess so, because it does 2 to 2. So you would need 12 of these before... You'd need more than 12 before going up to, from more than a yellow. Okay. So I'll downgrade it.
Flight mode.
Okay. So this is presumably working. Oh yeah, and we deleted the distributor, so let's rebuild that. And I'm gonna continue to try to drop this stuff off. Okay, let's see if we can go delete the other tower now. Okay, we could check up on the science because we're still red here, which is not what we want. Alright, cool. Got rid of that tower. My guess is it's processors? Oh, it's not processors. Interesting. What is it? Yellow. Okay. Let me dump these first, and then we gotta investigate yellow science. I still want to do a remake of photon combiners, since those have an alternate recipe. So let me don't let me forget that. I guess we never did the alternate recipe of the crystal silicon. We should have done that. I think I overlooked that last episode. Alright, that looked pretty good. Okay, there we go. We dumped the... Oh, perfect. And then maybe we can dump some military stuff. Okay, yellow science. What is happening with you? Graphene production looks good. Uh-oh. You see the problem? There's no light oil at all. Interesting. Okay. We thought we had solved hydrogen. I don't think we have. So basically, look what's happening. So hydrogen... Oh, let's put it this way. The crude oil processor is not working. Why is it not working? Because it doesn't need hydrogen, right? But I thought the whole point was that when we had more hydrogen than we knew what to do with, that we would be sending some to the light oil refinement thing. What is this thing called? Reformed refinement, I think is what it's called. Right? But why is that not happening? Well, it's because a full green belt... Why is that not happening? A full green belt is going up here, which is... I need to remind myself what that is. Okay, it's just being used for enrichment. But it's really just filling up this tank. So we could, you know what, you could argue we don't need the tank. But I think you could also argue that this and this could be upgraded, which then pulls more hydrogen here. Huh. Why is this? This is so interesting. Okay, I think that solves it. Maybe. So now, because we upgraded those belts, this guy's flowing. So maybe our setup is still correct. You know, I said it at the beginning that I suspected that it's just some of the belts that are causing it to be wrong. But anyway, so now this should be working. It's got 24 refineries that are handling 6 per second hydrogen, and it's converting it to 6 per second light oil. So as long as 6 per second light oil is enough, then this should bring everything back online. Now, it may not be enough anymore, because we have boosted our plastic, and we even boosted our titanium crystals, which means we really should boost the organic crystals as well. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We got 9 making plastic and only 6 making organic crystals. So that's 1 per second organic crystals. But then we got 1.5 per second on titanium crystals. So how do we do 1.5 of these? We make 9. Should we just do that? Makes sense to me, but why is this splitter here? That seems
Mineral
very
depleted.
clunky. Yeah, it's just going into a tower, so I mean we could do it elsewhere. So let's see how much space we would need for 3 more of these. Alright, chemical plants. 3 more.
Replication complete.
Actually, let me go ahead and extend all the belts and stuff. It's a little weird because we don't really have the space for it. Like it's running into other things.
Mineral depleted.
1, 2. That's so weird. 3. Okay, let me extend the belts. Oh man, I think it's gonna work actually. It's odd, but it should work. So I'll show you in a second what I'm thinking. The reason I was thinking it might not work was because these outputs are too close to the titanium crystals and it's kind of overlapping. But I don't think it matters because... How do I explain this? Like these... So this one outputs here. So the only facilities of titanium crystals that get the input are these 3. But that's actually fine because there's 9 of those. Like, these 3 will get enough organic crystals from the others. Okay, now we also want to divert the plastic so that it goes into the tower as well. And I think, I don't remember how it was prioritized. I assume first priority is getting into the organic crystals. Second priority should be getting into the tower. Cool. So we prioritize this. Okay, I'm not exactly sure what we just did, but I think it was correct.
Flight mode.
My concern now is 6 per second light oil doesn't seem like enough. I mean, we're using half per second on sulfuric acid, 1.5 on organic crystals. That's 2 per second total, and then a lot on plastic, I think. 3 per second. Is that right? 6 per second just for plastic? So if we persist in this world where the only light oil is coming from this process, then that's not enough light oil, essentially. So the most immediate idea or for an enhancement would be to double this. Sounds daunting because there's already 24 of those. That would be 20, no, that'd be 48 of these. Wow. I'm looking around to see if we have space for it anywhere. I mean, we could just continue to kind of snake it back and forth. Is this... How many down is it? 16 down. Be nice if we could get this out of the way. 16... And then 8. I guess let's just start.
Mineral depleted.
Okay, this is going that way. One problem with this is the last two are different. We gotta remember that. Yeah. So I think the typical way to do this would be delete these two. Copy 4. And then these two are gonna be the last two. Wait, that's not true. I mean, we gotta do a lot more than that. So I'll just keep copying these for a while. So we did 4. Let's do 4 more. We go 1 more before turning. Let's count this. 29. I think we can actually do 1 more. We just have to
Complete.
move this belt. Okay, that should be 30. And then the idea is that these would turn. Let's see, yeah. So like that. And then this would have to come around. Does it fit like that? 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah. Does that work? What does that look like? I guess it is. Let's put one of these substations here. Oh, why? Yeah. What is that? 31, I think? Alright, I'm gonna go all the way down with these. Okay, out of belts. Okay, let me count again before I continue. We want 48. We have 32.
Complete.
We need 16 more. We don't have any oil refineries. Okay. There's 8. Unfortunately, we're having to build these things. This is pretty ridiculous, I have to say. drones are working hard to keep supplying me with the necessary materials for all of this stuff. Well, these things build pretty slowly. How did we do... power poles. I guess we could do them just on this side. Or we could start doing the orbital ones. I think I can go pick these things up. We don't have them in our
Flight mode.
distributor network. Yeah, they're right here. God, I wish we did. It's a big project. Alright, how many do we have? I haven't been counting. 40. So 8 more? Wow. I really don't want to have to turn it again,
Replication complete.
but we might have to. 8 more. Sheesh. By the way, we don't have to do 8 more. I mean, we could just stop whenever, but it's going to be good knowing that it can handle 12 per second. If needed. Even though we're not going to really use 12 per second right now. Okay, I think 4 more after this.
Replication complete.
I'm hoping I can just extend it. Can 4 fit here is the question. Oh my gosh. It's so close. I think it does though. That's about as close as it could be. Okay, now, some magic sauce here. We have to switch these so that it exports out and imports in like
Replication
this.
complete.
And with all the others, it's okay
Insufficient
doing the
materials.
opposite. We also had to upgrade all the belts. Okay, that's fine. I'll just do another one. We got 82% threat right now, guys. Not looking good. Okay, out, in and out. Yeah. Okay, so let's do one more check. Do we have 48 of these? Yes, we do. All right, let's look at it. How does it work? It takes in, so what's 48 divided by 4? 12, right? So pretty much everything here needs to be a green belt. I'm gonna go ahead and start making a lot more of those. And we'll work on the upgrades. So this is sending hydrogen down this line. And the line goes all the way down here, kind of weaving back and forth.
Replication complete.
I have enough. Kind of hard to see. We're just following the hydrogen line. I'm kind of worried I messed something up on it.
Mineral depleted.
We could leave it at yellow at the end, but if we're going to upgrade it to green, I'd rather just have it be green, you know? Okay. By the way, I think what we can do before finishing this is kick it off. So I need to, like, what do you call it? Jumpstart. Yeah, there we go. So now this thing is going to start outputting light oil slowly, and it'll feed all the other facilities. Just trying to get rid of all this coal. Okay. But it has coal as one of the inputs as well, and that also needs to be upgraded to green. We should have just built this with green, or at least the second half. Lack of replacing item. See, I hate when it does that because then I'm not sure where the failure happened. Okay, I think that's good on the coal. And then one of the more obvious ones is the output has to be upgraded to green also, which is the light oil. When I'm done with this, I want to check the sorters on the first few. I think that's a possible issue if the belts are moving too fast and they don't get the light oil input quick enough. Oh no. I wish there was an undo button.
Insufficient materials.
Okay, there they are. Come on. Let's cancel some of these, because we don't need to be building a lot of those by hand. Okay, almost to the end. Okay. Done. Now, it appears to be working. Look at all these. But I have to check one thing. So down here, is this working? Out, in, out, in. Seems fine to me, right? Yeah. I think it's working as intended.
Flight mode.
Awesome. Alright.
Replication complete.
That was a long upgrade, but we did make that upgrade. And we should be getting 12 per second light oil out of that process. It's just weird because I don't remember doing this in my old playthrough. But maybe it's because we're relying more on the gas giant. But I mean, either way, I mean, if it's working, you know. If it's working, then it's working. So, I do want to check this. I have 9 of these. And, yeah, okay. So it's making 3 per second plastic, and it's requiring 6 per second light oil. Yeah, that's correct. It's just a lot, I guess.
Flight mode.
Which means that the organic crystals should be well supplied with plastic, and the titanium crystals should be really flowing. And the yellow cyan should be flowing. Almost fully. It's funny, we still only have like 2 smelters making diamonds this whole time. Diamonds have an alternate recipe that we don't have set up. But we could, eventually. Alright, we saved our science facility. But what next? Before we did this massive project, we just made particle container facilities. And we talked about doing others, like photon combiner, for instance. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a pretty easy self-contained one. It can do it all in one tower. Okay, let's do it. I was thinking about doing it over here, but... Well, let's keep it searching. Yeah, maybe here. Like redoing a lot of these things. I feel like it looks better. So yeah, we have the planar filters here, so we could do kind of something similar but going the other direction. Or the photon combiners. It's actually kind of an older tech that I just am redoing, basically.
Replication complete.
There's all these power poles in the way, but we can move them. Okay, we're making these guys. 2 methods. They take prisms. And what was that, copper? No, circuits. And then the alternate one takes grating crystal. All right. 2 and 1. They both take circuits. Okay. And how fast do we want to make them? Let's just do 3 for now. Okay, these can be the alternate and the bottom. These can be the standard. So, similar to before, I want the output to be 2 spaces away. I guess the circuits can be input like that. So then we gotta set up these little mergers. This may be a little more compact than the other design. Okay. Circuits can come out here. Alright, so what else? The alternate design uses these special crystals. And then the standard design uses prisms. And then we set up all the sorters. Okay, sorters here. In, out. In, out. We want a substation. And we need inputs on this side. Perfect. Okay, the mergers, we want to prioritize the alternate one, and we want to do a box. Cool. And then we want to do this distributors. I don't know why I had one of these in my inventory. I wonder if we already deleted the other old technology. No, I guess it never really had a distributor on it. Okay. And the circuit line can be removed. I kind of like this slow kind of upgrade. Probably not the fastest way to play, but keeps me kind of sane, you know? Oh wow, this is the mecha warp right here. Which is, I mean, we haven't made any warpers, so we won't be able to use it yet, but we're very close to getting a massive upgrade. Let's see, so...
Flight mode.
Yeah, we'll just drop those in there. These technologies, we originally chose them so that the silicone could be transferred quicker from Metallifor back to our base. I still don't think that that has happened yet, but I mean, seems like we're fine on it. So maybe everything else has kind of settled so that silicone is not an issue anymore, which would be great. Alright, yeah, so check this out. The graphite. A little concerned about it, but I mean, I'm still not seeing issues with it when it comes to science or anything like that, so I guess I'm not going to worry quite yet. Purple's doing great. Oh, we're not using it right now, that's why. So, should we worry about military? I think we probably should. If we were going to get attacked right now, what would we be afraid of? How would it even work? So here's our military base. And all of our ammo is being thrown into towers, but if we look at the map, there's a bunch of open space here. So we could do a new line of like missile turrets, mainly missile turrets, I guess is what I'm thinking. We got this old analysis base here.
Flight mode.
Okay, let's do it. So I'm gonna raise all these up.
Mineral depleted.
To make room. Does that work? I swear the game just like randomly decides if it wants to do the steep drop or the original drop. Okay, so now we can pull out missiles here. Do we just go west? Make a giant missile line? I mean, I guess. I just don't really know why it helps. Okay, let me fly west. See where we want it to end up. We could also, like, you know, build these signal towers all over the place. Okay, so if we could snake it in here. What if we wanted it to, like, end here? It's gonna be a lot of belt building. I'm not really going to worry about if the drones actually finish it or not. I'm just going to map it out for now. Because we're going to come back the other direction with the missile turrets. So I think what we're committing to is like defending this place without using plasma turrets. So just using the tech we have. So missiles mostly. Got 100 left. Starting to see the military base now. Oh, ran out of belts at the last second. Okay, we got 9 missile turrets in our inventory, we can certainly make quite a bit more. Okay, so let's just start building. Now, it probably doesn't matter, but this is really close to the equator. I was trying to decide which way to point them. But I guess I could alternate them, that'd be kind of cool. Let me do that again. Do we want some kind of pattern to them? We could do them on these bold lines, like maybe every other, and rotated. I don't have enough foundation for this. The bots are trying to keep up with me, but
Upgrade complete.
alright. Mecha warp. Nice.
You're now able to warp. When the mecha escapes from the planet gravitational field, press caps lock to enable warp flight.
Caps
The
lock.
activation of warp flight consumes large amounts of energy and 1x space warp. If you want to travel through interstellar space, you'll need to prepare ample power and plenty of space
Replication complete.
Plenty of space warpers. Okay, I think we're doing good. I just need more concrete. You guys bring in concrete? No. Bringing other stuff. I really should just go pick up a bunch of concrete.
Flight mode.
So that's what I wanted to do, if I can find it. I feel like our power is maybe kind of pushing its limits. We haven't upgraded our power for a while on home base. And we're still shipping. We're still supplementing Metallophor's power. Where is this? Here's the science. It's got to be near here. Here it is. We have 2,000. Our planet is huge now. So, I think when the attack happens, we can kind of put down the signal towers quickly as we see the attacks. Because I don't really know where the attacks will be. That's why I don't think it really matters where these turrets are. I just want to have a bunch of them placed. And we gotta make sure they are powered. Would be a terrible mistake. And then you might say, well, if it doesn't matter where they are, then why are you spacing them out like this? Good point. I just think it looks cool, basically. That's why. Okay, come on, guys. No engines? Really? So we could make more signal towers. Also need to make sure... make power poles. I wonder if we could do the alternating power poles like this and have them reach each other. I don't think they do reach each other, actually. They're reaching other things.
Mineral depleted.
Okay. Copper's going down. Oh my gosh. Didn't notice how low we are. 200,000 copper. 600,000 iron. That's like getting dangerously low on our home planet. I think we're already shipping iron back from Metallifor. I'm not sure if we're doing that with copper yet, though. Alright. Waiting on the power poles. Alright, now let's continue to work our way back by ensuring all of these are powered. Yeah, okay, so this is sort of a problem.
Replication complete.
I wonder if we do these guys... Can I put them like close? Yeah. Guess that would work.
Replication complete.
These should be pretty strong. I mean, they are the higher tier missile. Tier 2 missile. I think there is a tier 3 missile, but we don't have it yet. I'm doing this very slowly and methodically, but I think it'll have a good look. Okay. Done. Now let's take a look at it. This is our missile defense force. Probably like covering a third of the world.
Replication complete.
Very cool. Another thing we could look at is the shield coverage. It's covering most things. I mean, maybe we could use one here. Maybe we could use one here in front of the shields. I feel like in front of the shields seems pretty important. So this area maybe? Yeah.
Replication complete.
Discharge. I'm having a sense that maybe it's the Dyson sphere. Maybe we should build some more fusion reactors. Build 8 more. And add them to wherever they are. wherever they live. I love seeing these towers all filled with stuff. Okay, so this was 0 when we started the episode, or close to 0. Now it's 2,500, so it's working. We want it to get to max so that it'll ease the demand of silicone. What am I looking for now? This is how it happens. This is how ADD happens. I flew over
Replication
here
complete.
to fusion power plants. That's right. Hold on, let me fix this copper mine real quick. And then we're going back to the fusion power plants for sure. Okay.
Flight mode.
Okay, here's the fuel, which it looks like we have plenty of. Here's making the fuel, or making the fuel rods. That's kind of interesting. I think... Huh. So this is just like a reserve. I don't like that we're doing it this way. I'd rather do this kind of thing. Okay. And then I guess we just need better inserters. Okay. Assuming that the fuel is enough, we can add a bunch more of these guys. Why did I turn like that? It seems silly. I guess just because of this power pole. Alright, there we go. Guess we're at like 600 megawatts now. It's pretty impressive. Yeah.
Flight mode.
Close to a gigawatt. There's still all this old military stuff here. Okay.
Flight mode.
Well, that's the end. At least for now. We are getting very close to having to prepare for some sort of a space invasion or something. We fixed the light oil production. It's now insane how many refineries we have in this area. Yeah, pretty crazy. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next episode.